So we've just gotten one of the most interesting enemies to ever come up in Boruto so far. In Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 4, it was revealed that the Ten Tails is no longer there, and now there's these new enemies called the Shinju, which are technically these new quote-unquote Otsutsuki enemies that are arising. And it's very interesting how they came about, because not too long ago the Ten Tails was there, and not too long ago the Claw Grinds were there, which were made by Code. So Code pretty much took the Ten Tails, compressed it, and then made these Claw Grinds. But it's interesting because whatever Code did, whatever he messed up, because Code messes up all the time, right? He somehow gave these Claw Grinds, the Ten Tails, essentially a mind of its own. And now being called the Shinju, the Ten Tails is unlocking this curiosity for knowledge and is slowly unraveling the world around it. And as time progresses, the Ten Tails is going to get smarter and smarter and smarter. Now what's scary about that is these Shinju have the ability to take a person's physical form. It does not only come with their face and everything like that, it comes with their clothes, their shoes, their gloves, their powers, everything you could think of. These Shinju can take it and make it 10 times better. They even took Sasuke's glove on his hand, and now they can do Chidori's and stuff like that. So these Shinju are nothing to play around with. The scary part about this is the original person who they copy seems to be stuck in a tree. We see that Bug is stuck in a tree, Sasuke is stuck in a tree, but we're not too sure about the female Shinju and the guy above in the sky. Common theory saying that the female one could be Mogi, and the one above the sky could be the one that got put into a tree in, I believe, Boruto chapter 2 or 3. So I'm not exactly sure who those two are, but it's confirmed that Bug and Sasuke are in trees and are now one of those Shinju clones. And it just makes this really scary, because if they're able to take the abilities of people, what happens to when we get to some stronger ninjas, right? What if some of our older generation gets taken over and is made into Shinju clones? I mean, having Sasuke as a clone is scary enough, because this Sasuke, believe it or not, has a Rinnegan and he has 2 arms. So it's no telling what this clone is going to be able to do. And are all these Ten Tail clones going to be roughly the same power? I mean, this is kind of a baby Ten Tails, right? So will these Ten Tail clones slowly gain in strength as time progresses and as they gain more chakra, or would they kind of just roughly stay the same power? It's, another thing to take into account is the people they take over. Is the Sasuke one going to be slightly stronger than the Bug one? Not too sure, right? Because we've never seen Bug fight, if he can even fight. But this Bug Shinju clone is quite powerful, and it seems to have amped up the regular Bug quite a bit. So we're not too sure just yet, but these clones are going to be a major threat, not only for Boruto, but for the rest of the ninja world as well. So we have these 4 clones. One seems to be the ringleader. Not sure there's going to be other ones here. They are getting ready to hunt down Boruto. They are getting ready to hunt down Kawaki. And as they gain more knowledge, they're going to get a lot more scary. So one particular thing I think is going to happen is that these Shinju clones are going to invade the Hidden Leaf. Kawaki is there. And if you remember, I believe it was Boruto chapter 2. I believe it was that chapter. But a Claw Grind had attacked Kawaki and whispered the name Otsutsuki. So by this, it's possible that these Shinju clones are fully aware that Kawaki is in the Leaf Village and will seek him out. And the reason why that's scary is because if they consume an Otsutsuki, their powers are going to skyrocket. So Kawaki and Boruto now have to be careful and are going to be on the run once again by these Otsutsuki who want to take them over. It seems to be a theme here with Otsutsuki and Ten Tails and trying to consume people. So I think we're going to see events where the Hidden Leaf Village could possibly be attacked by these people. I'm not too sure how far their goals will extend. They seem to be quite intelligent already. I'm not sure if they would really care about doing any sort of collateral damage, but they're going to be attacking people possibly and still going after things until they reach Kawaki or Boruto or some sort of Otsutsuki. Because the Claw Grinds do seem like they have a little bit of a issue in their coding, right? They're attacking people, not Otsutsuki. Ten Tails does not care about people, so why is the Ten Tails going after regular people? It's because it wants to find Otsutsuki. So if they go to the Hidden Leaf Village, it's possible that other Claw Grinds could continue to consume other people and can continue to turn those people into Shinju. And with the omnipotence right now and the Shinju out there, they're obviously immune, I believe, right? It's the Ten Tails, technically an Otsutsuki, so I think that they're going to have some sort of immunity to this. And with these Shinjus out there, could a revelation come about to the rest of the ninja world or the people close to Kawaki that things aren't just adding up, because they can slowly gain the truth about what's really happening out there in the world, and people who have been affected by its omnipotence may slowly start to realize, okay, what's going on. They're saying that Kawaki is this and that, but who knows? That's just a slight possibility. I'm not really sure how much of an impact they could have along with the omnipotence, but it is something to consider that could happen. But I think primarily another importance that these Shinju have is their interactions with some of our main characters. I mean, there's 4 Shinju, there's 4 characters that can fight them: Boruto, Sarada, Mitsuki, and Kawaki. I think those 4 versus these 4 Shinju, these 4 Otsutsuki, will be pretty cool to see, and would also give us like our first time to see everyone in action post time. We've seen a little bit of Boruto, we've seen some of his abilities, we've seen what he can do. What can Kawaki do? What can Sarada do? What can Mitsuki do? We've seen Kawaki fight, but he did get caught off guard quite easily. Is Kawaki still relying on the karma, or has he developed other tricks in his pocket? What other tricks has Sarada developed as well, and what other tricks has Mitsuki developed? So I'd be interested in seeing that and having a one-on-one interaction with each ninja versus one of these Shinju Otsutsuki people. But yeah, Code might have well just started a ticking time bomb for the rest of the world by completely screwing with the Ten Tails. I mean, this could be how, to a certain extent, maybe skipping some of that process to how the Otsutsuki is actually made. We're not really sure too much about how the Otsutsuki, but it could be something to where the Otsutsuki at some point, after cultivating the divine tree and making the fruit, somehow become like these Shinju and become their own being. So we'll kind of have to see how this plays out, but I'm very hopeful that these Shinju will give us some more information about the Otsutsuki history and things like that. And this may be, like I said, one of the ways to how this is how the Otsutsuki are actually created, or how some of them are actually made. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these new Shinju Otsutsuki clones. Are you excited to see them fight against our main characters, or main side characters? And how much catastrophic damage you think they'll end up doing to the Leaf Village and the rest of the Ninja World? Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Say.